There's something on fire in the Twin Cities suburb of White Bear Lake, but this delightfully warm, fragrant fire speaks to the heart about some of life's basics.
I started making bread when I was probably a teenager, and I didn't know what else to do with myself, so I played around in the kitchen. There's something just wonderful about getting your hands messy. I mean, it's like playing in the dirt, you know, and you get to play around and then create something really delightful.
That youthful interest continued, growing into spiritual insight.
The spirituality of bread is connected to earthiness. So you're taking these grains of the earth, grown in the earth, and mixing them with very simple elements, water and salt and yeast. And I like to use sourdough as a starter. And sourdough is this fermenting water and flour, and it's got some natural leavening to it. And when you let that ferment for a while, it smells very earthy. Very earthy. And you mix that in, and it gives flavor to this dough, which when you eat it, it's like you're connected with the earth again. And for me, it's being connected with the Creator who provides it. Here we use a wood-fired oven for the baking. So then you get this other element get to add, which is fire. So you've got this dough, and then you've added this other element, very, very basic element called fire, and that provides the warmth and the heat. And from the earth and then from the fire of the oven, you have something just wonderful to share with others. I think that act of breaking open the bread, when I think of the cross, it's inseparable from the bread, which we do with the Eucharist. This is my body broken for you. But I think of it open like this opening of the heart to the world by Christ. And so whenever that bread is broken, that's what it represents for me, this great opening of compassion to the world, love being poured out. There's the story of the road to Emmaus, where these two are walking from Jerusalem back home. They had hoped Jesus was risen, and the news is that he's dead. I mean, and the body's gone. And so they're walking back home, and this stranger appears among them. And they walk and talk, and it's Jesus, and he's trying to help them understand all that had taken place. And they just don't get it. And when they get back home, they say, well, would you like to have a meal with us? And he says, okay, I'll stop in. And he sits down with them, and he takes the bread and breaks it open. And it says, then their eyes were opened.